Hi guys, today's video is going to be my review on the Colourpop It's My Pleasure palette, and one of you asked me in the first video that I did on this one if I thought it compared to the Amethyst palette by Huda Beauty. So I'm also going to be showing you the comparison. I did one eye with each palette. Let me know if you can tell which one's which. I already know which one my favorite is. I will tell you that towards the end of the video, but let me know if you can tell, like right now, you know, before you find out. So first of all, with the It's My Pleasure palette, it's supposed to be a purple theme. This one comes with a mirror. It also has the plastic packaging on the outside. It has 5 shimmers and 4, well, I would say 3 mattes. One is kind of like a matte with a little bit of glitter in it, but once you blend it out, it's like you can't even see the glitter, but it's in there, just so you know, which is this top shade right there. And one of the first things that I noticed whenever I was using it on the very first look that I did is that they are very easy to blend, and as I continue to use other shades, I noticed the same thing from the mattes. And then the shimmers, those are very easy to apply. You don't need to spray them. They do lay really flat, kind of like a foiled eyeshadow almost. So overall, I don't have anything negative to say besides the fact that they are so messy. Like my desk, every time I open this, if I open this sideways, you know, like the way I just did right now, I get all the shimmer on my desk. It's not so much the matte shades, it's the shimmer shades, and it's so messy. Like if you just put your brush in there, it will pick up the glitter, like it will go up and it will get messy. Your desk will get messy for sure. I'm just gonna tell you that right now because it really does every single time. It doesn't fail. So here are the swatches for the palette. You can take a look at the shimmers and the mattes. The mattes are very pigmented. Now, there's one shade that feels very dry, and that's the bottom shade, and that's only whenever you feel it with your finger and you swatch it, because whenever you apply it, it does blend out really easily. So I didn't have a problem with that on my eyes. I thought I was, because whenever I felt it, I was like, this feels kind of dry, and it does. It just feels that way, but it is very easy to blend out on the eyes. All of these were very easy to work with, except for, like I said, the shimmers do get fallout, and they also get very messy in the palette and wherever it is that you're working on. Now the difference in pricing is a lot. This one is $12, which is such a good price for this palette, and this one is $27. They also have this one on the site, which I think it's with an eyeliner and a lip gloss. If I'm not wrong, they do have the set, and I believe that one is $20 if you want to get the purple little set that they have now. But this one is $12 all by itself, which is what I bought it for, and then this one is $27, which is a lot more. Now, comparing the formulas, whenever I swatch them, it seems like these don't swatch as nicely as this. I do also see that there's a difference between the shimmers, and you'll notice that whenever I get to the versus on the eyeshadow application. And the ones in here, although they are purple, they are more iridescent on the eyes, meaning they just shift from a different color, which now you'll probably know which one's which on my eyes. These over here, I would say, are more true to purple. Like they'll stick to that color. This one gives a little bit more of a hint of kind of pink, kind of blue on the eyes, which if you guessed it was on this side, you were right, because this is the one that looks a little bit more iridescent. Like you can see that it looks a little bit blue, a little bit pink, but the purple is still there. I do feel like compared to this one, it does have a hint of pink for sure. So what I tried to do for this is choose the colors that I thought were, first of all, I tried to use as many colors as possible, and I tried to use the colors that were as similar as possible. So first I started with the transition shade, and I did use different brushes for each eye. The first one I used on this eye, for the Colourpop side, I used Fun Fiction, which is the light pink purple looking shade. This is a matte shade, and I just applied that all over the transition area. Easy to blend out. It's also very pigmented, so you can see it immediately once I apply it to my eye. I don't have to do a lot of building up. And then on the other side, these don't have any names on the Huda Beauty. This one is also very easy to apply. It also shows up on the first application. It's not like I have to build it up a lot, and it's also easy to blend. So both of those were pretty similar. Okay, so then in the crease area, I use the darkest purple in the 2 palettes, and the one on the Colourpop side, I used Sleeper in the crease, and then I just started blending it into the light transition shade, and I just deepened up the crease. I applied it from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner. Again, a very easy shade to show up, easy to blend out. I blended into the transition shade and I didn't have any issues with that. And then on the Huda Beauty side, I did use the darkest brown, again the most similar to the Colourpop one, but this one is for sure way way more purple. It's like a darker purple. It looks like a true purple, while the other side looks a little bit, like I said, more magenta. So you do get more of the purple tone on the Huda Beauty side. Then what I did is I created a cut crease using the Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas, which is a white base type of product. I applied that from the inner corner all the way to like almost the outer part of my eyelid, and then on the inner part of my eye on the Colourpop side I used Earth Shine, and I feel like this is probably my favorite color from the palette, from the shimmers. It's still purple, but it has a little bit of a blue hint to it. It applies very easily. I do not need to spray this color at all with anything. Like the shimmers in the Colourpop palette really do show up the way that they look on the pan. Like I'm able to easily pack that on and it looks like a nice flat shimmer shade. And when I say flat, I mean it doesn't look crumbly, like a crumbly shimmer shade. It just looks really nice and flat. And then it has that iridescent that I'm telling you about that looks purple bluish almost, you know. So that's what I love about that shade. Like I said, I think that one's my favorite one out of the shimmer shades in the Colourpop one. And then for the Huda Beauty side, I also use the lightest pinky shade in here, and that one is the one that I applied on the inner corner all the way to the center of my eye. And that one looks pink. So like the other side, it looks purple blue. The one on the Huda Beauty side, that one looks more pink, and that one is easy to apply too, but it's not as glowy, it's not as foiled looking as the Colourpop side. It's more like a true shimmer, like a regular shimmer, no iridescent to it. It just looks like the way it does in the pan. So the one in the Huda Beauty one looks exactly like the way that it does in the pan, while the one over here, it does look a little bit more pink, but whenever you move it, you can kind of see the iridescent to it. And then lastly, for both of the looks, I did apply the purple mascara by Colourpop. This one is, I didn't grab it, I put it back, but this one is the Purple Prose mascara. And not only am I trying them out to tell you about them, but I wanted to use it for this look since it was like true purple. I was like, let me just add some more. And I also used a purple eyeliner for both of the eyes. And I did use black mascara on the lower lashes, but then I changed my mind and I was like, okay, let me apply purple everywhere, and that's what I did. So I really like the way that the look turned out, but I do have to say that my favorite side is the Colourpop side. I just love the glow that it gives and just the effect that the purple shimmers give off. Now of course you can create a very similar look, I'll give you that, but the shimmers do apply differently, and even the mattes apply differently, because on the Huda Beauty side, that dark purple was harder to blend than on the other side. So the formula of the Colourpop one I think is a little bit better. Like I said, it's very messy. You get fallout. You get fallout on both sides on the eyes, but just like wherever you're using it, you get so much mess with the Colourpop side. So I would say if you were interested in the Huda Beauty one but you never got it, this one is a pretty good dupe. You know, it's not the exact same shades, but you get something similar, and I think you get just prettier looks using this one, because I mean it depends on what you like. If you just want a regular shimmer, then no, but if you like that iridescent look or just a little bit more of a foiled look, go with the Colourpop one. I honestly really like it. There's nothing wrong with it besides the messy part. So yes, I did want to make sure to tell you that part, because I don't want you to be surprised and be like, Angelica, you never said that this eyeshadow palette was so messy. I'm telling you right now that it is super messy. So I do see the similarities. They are both purple palettes, but I do like the Colourpop one better. Let me know what you think about these. Let me know what you think about the two looks and which one do you like better. So yes, you guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you found the comparison helpful, the application on the eyes, the swatches, and all of that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you in tomorrow's. Bye.